Okay, so this is the last part of the tutorial. In the last one, I taught you guys how to export the shader or the Alembic cache, and this is what it looks like. When I scrub through, you're going to see these color values. Now, I'll use these values to help create the bioluminescence across the surface of that. So let's get started. Um, Very easy to upload your cache. So you go to cache, Alembic cache, and you go to import. And then I created two, one a little bit higher res, one lower res. Okay. And now we have to go into our outliner, go to display shapes. Very important because we need to select the Bifrost liquid mesh shape. And then we're going to click on Windows. Just give a second. General editors, connection editor, and then left load and left display and right display should be make sure it says show hidden. Okay. All right, so I'll load the left, and then we want to click on its, let's see, color set 1, and then color set 1 name, and then we have to create the shader, the shading network. I already created it, so what I'm going to do is clear some nodes that are in here and then import the ocean shader that I have, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So let's give it a quick second. All right, so I'll go to File, Import, and then I'll upload my ocean shader I created. This is my ocean shader. Press open. And so I'll create it with you right here. All right, this is the old one. Let's see, my ocean shader. I'll expand it. So it's very easy to create. I just don't remember entirely. So you're going to create a user data color. So if you open up your shading network, right, you just press tab and then type user, right, and then user data color, right, and then you create, press tab again, AI color to float, and then we need a multiply, AI multiply, and then you need an AI standard surface. All right, so you out color to input there to, let's see, what is this? I have my out transparency to the input 1. So out transparency to the input 1. And then we have the out color to the ocean emission color. Out color to ocean emission color. All right. Let me just open up my attribute editor. So there's nothing really there. Okay. This is a shading network that I have for the ocean. So if you go to emission, I have it set to value of 1. What else did I do? Transmission, the weight, the color value, 180.942, and then V is 0.75. What else? The depth, very important. You know, if it's a very deep ocean, then you could change it. But where there are thin surfaces from like where the water crashed onto the beach. I kind of want to see through that, so I made a value of 5. And then what else? I think that was pretty much it. Straightforward. Okay. Um, Now, the most important part is selecting the user data color, and then we reload right, and we connect it to the attribute. All right. So once that's finished, we'll close it, and then I will middle mouse drag and drop this here, and then we want to import our stand-in. So we go to create stand-in, all right, and then we upload our water. I mean our what is it? It is the foam. And before I do it, I have to make sure it's the right one. This is 01. Okay, so my stand-in. I have 2 stand-ins. So this is the foam 01. Open that. And then we want to click on use file sequence, change bounding box to point cloud, and then we're golden. All right. Any day. All right, so that should be popping up here anytime soon. Okay, let's go back. All right, let's try to do that stand-in again. Okay, there it is. It loaded. Just need a little bit of time. So we need to get the foam, and I'll show you exactly what the foam is. So specular is here, transmission 0, emission 0.35, and that's it. That's my settings for the foam. All right, sorry about that. I guess that's what happens when you go live. All right, so this is our foam. Let me connect it. This is the bounding box of the AI stand-in, which is our foam, and then I will right mouse click, assign material to selection. Okay, I have a few other objects I need to assign a material to, so I'm just going to import all of those shaders. So here's my sand shader. Toss it on that bad boy. What else do we have? Let's clean this up. All right, let's see that. I guess it doesn't want to clean anything up in here. All right. What's next? We have our sand. We need our rocks. So let's go to File, Import, Rock. Okay, rocks. And then let's select these guys. The rocks. And then we have the palm leaf. Okay. This one, palm standard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have the palm base. So this was part of a collider earlier, so I'm just selecting the faces, and I'm going to separate it. Edit mesh, separate. Where are you? Mesh, separate. Okay, there we go. And there's like this weird little thing there. Okay. Palm base. Assign material to selection. Wait, what happened? Did I accidentally delete that? Looks like I did. Why did I? Oh, I think I might have moved it. Okay. Okay, so let's put this right here. And then assign the palm leaf. And then what else do we have to do? Let's see, what else do we have to do? We have to select this guy. Let me isolate it. All right. All right, now let's go ahead and separate this guy. Mesh, separate. And assign the shader for that bad boy. Let's go to that. And what shader was I using? Okay. I just downloaded it again from, let's see. So my source images. Beach. Okay, yeah, it was log. And what was that shader? What else do we? Let me see. Anything else? Oh yeah, let me just go and create the sky dome. And the sky dome image. We're going to select our where are you? Let's use that one. Change the res to 4K. I know we have a moon in here. So let's go to import moon. And then we need our directional light. Directional lights. I think it was this one. Okay. If I press 6, you can see what it looks like. Pretty basic. Let's clean this up. I don't know why. Let's go to Edit, Clear Graph. Okay. And let me go to Bridge really quick. Where are you? Quixel Mixer. Let me go to my Quixel Bridge. And I just like the way the shading network is already set up, so I don't want to have to do it. Although I could. All right, let's just start from scratch. Tab, AI, standard, surface. This is going to be log. I'll press tab and then file, texture. We're going to need 2 of these. And then we could delete the placement. This one's going to be albedo. That will be spec. And then the other one will be, I guess, bump. All right, so albedo is right here. Out color to base color. Spec. Specular. And let's go in here. That's displacement, roughness. There you go. And then my bump. I don't really think that we need a bump. There's roughness, there's albedo, there's displacement. I don't, if anything, I'll take the bump. Yeah, that's the bump. That's actually normal. We can press tab, type and bump, 2D, the out color R to the bump value. And then take the out color to the normal camera. And then the bump, we just change like 0.2. And then I'll assign this to all of the legs. Control 1. Okay, so assign. Right mouse click, assign material to viewport selection. Press F. You can see it. And then the wood is like something generic. Let's make sure that specular. Let me break that connection. Let me change the specular to like 0.8. Transmission. IOR of wood. I don't know what it is. I think it's. I don't have wood in there. Whatever. Let's just create another AI standard. And then this is going to be the wood plank, the top. And where is it? It's very basic. And that's just going to be wood deck. Specular 0.7. Change the roughness up a little bit. And while I'm at it, let's see what IOR of wood. Google it 1.34. Okay, 1.34. And then IOR 1.34. So this whole area is like really messy. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and combine these. Mesh, combine. Let's go to UV editor. Do very let's go here to our UV. Let's go to planner from the y-axis. Press R. Scale it that way. All right, so that's that shader. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Let's turn off a few things here. Okay, let's go ahead and give ourselves a render, and then let's see how it responds. Whoa, what's all this? All right, let's get rid of these things. There we go. And let's turn off X-ray. We'll go to Arnold, open Arnold view, and let's give ourselves a quick render. Looks cool. And we could lighten it up under here, but it's at night, and I think there's enough light here. I like the contrast. Let's go ahead and just keep that image. Let's kind of scrub through. See what it looks like. I think we're getting a little bit of foam along those edges. And I think I want to bring the bump down just a little bit. All right, let's just go here. If I stop that render, it might help out. And then save it, of course. All right, I'll go to File, Save As, and under Rendering, 35. And that's pretty much it, y'all. So let's just change that bump and then I'll be happy. Okay, that's cool. It's a little bit subtle, but what's next? What's next? Let's get one more render. For whatever reason, this I think it's I moved the the shader, the Alembic down. Okay, yeah, that's why. That's why it's kind of like floating like this. It's kind of hard to see, but I don't know. Maybe that's the right height. So there's a little bit of a gap on the what is it, underneath the ocean and then the surface of the beach. So I moved the Alembic down. I think that looks cool. It probably could be a little bit lower. All right, let's see what that looks like. I think I lost a few of the. There we go. Okay, that's cool. And let's get one more render. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Now the Bifrost meshing, you could change the quality of the mesh itself. You could see the water is very thick here. I want to show you another option in this render just to test it out before I'm ready to close the door. All right, so let me save this. and then I'm just going to delete that and then delete that. Let's go to cache, Arnold Alembic, import Alembic. And you can see like the edge is much thinner and there's a gap there. So that's the reason why I why I had to move the stand-in lower. So let's go to create stand-in. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Let's go create stand-in. And it would go that one. Let's go to point cloud, that. So what I'll do is I'll take the stand-in and the geometry and I'll move it straight down. Right there. So let's go to our connection editor. And then select this. Let's go to the color, UV color set. Oops, here it is, sorry, color set. Set 1 here. And then go back to our ocean shader. And look at the difference. There's the user data color, load that, load this, and then we'll assign the shading network to that ocean, and then close that, select the stand-in, and then go to the foam. Where's the foam? Where are you, foam? Maybe I'm blind. Jeez, did I get rid of it? Okay, well, I'll just bring it back in, import. Foam. Where are you? Maybe I'm blind, I can't see it. Moon, my ocean, palm, rock, sand, deck, foam. There we go. Okay. Stand-in, foam. And then let's get a render of this. So that's what we had before, right? The thickness. And then this is a little bit thinner. So, because I don't want to go through the hassle of before, I'm just going to keep this what I have, and then let's kind of, let's see, let's go, let's try to match this shot. And it looks something like that. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, cool. So now it's time to render, and I'll go to my render settings, change this to ocean 35 BC, name.number.extension. We'll render it from 6798 to 6858. It'll be Let's see what camera is that. Camera 1. And because we need this to be really fast, we're going to get rid of that, change that to 0. Transmission's fine. It's going to look a little noisy in the shadows here, but that's what happens when you don't have a whole lot of time. You can't really change the settings to make it look really, really nice. So next thing that we're going to do is set the project. So we go to File, Set Project. So I just got a little bit loud. Beach, Image, and let's go to New Folder. Shot 35 BC. Select Folder, Create Default Workstation, and then we go to Rendering. And then we go to Render Sequence, Option Box, and then I'll just kind of change this to Beach, Images, Shot 35 BC. And then I'll kind of close this out the way and render sequence and go from there. All right, that's it, ladies and gents. I hope you had fun with this tutorial. I'm doing another one very similar, almost the exact same thing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time I have time to do another video. All right, guys. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. And yeah, peace. Okay.